here's another story time for you. So grab your tea, coffee or latte if that's your thing and enjoy this story time. Now I remember being observed in a school and I was an SLT leader at the time. And SLT leaders tend to be scrutinised that little bit more, in my opinion. Anyway, I had an observation and the observation was being carried out by an external agency. Let's call them the firm. And SLT members tend to be observed first.
Oh, no.
So I taught my lesson and this lady ripped my lesson apart. I mean, ripped it, demolished it, annihilated it.
Really?
She was unpleasant. Nearly everything I did, she told me to do the opposite. For example, I tend to work with a group after direct teaching, but she said,
No, go to each table for 5 to 6 minutes.
I tend to give my children work to suit their abilities with a challenging extension. And then she says,
No, why don't you let them choose?
Now if you ever face feedback like that, here's my advice. Always listen and make notes and try to look interested. Don't sit there with your arms folded.
Come on.
And if you're really not happy and you think the feedback's unfair, speak to your line manager.
Oh no!
And always check that they've taken your books and the class assessments into account. Because, like everything in life, you might be having a good day, so therefore you're going to have a good observation. Or you might be having a mediocre day, so therefore you might have a mediocre observation. Or you might be having a bad day, so you might have a bad observation. You should never be graded on that one lesson. Spend time on your books and your curriculum planning, making sure there's a line of progression, and evaluate your lessons. Always revisit learning that your students haven't quite understood. When you revisit learning, the impact will always be greater. Your students will be more confident, they'll have increased self-esteem, and this will all be reflected in their achievements. You can't teach new concepts on weak foundations. Here are some activity ideas. Relative pronouns and this sentence. Did you know you could do this? Students writing. Follow and like. Let's write. And it now. What is an expanded noun?